I think I'm live. This is my first time trying this, so I don't anticipate anybody will come on, but I am I was inspired by MA the Gray. She went live on a random Friday just to see what would happen. So I thought I would do the same so that I could do a VR and just try this out. And who knows, if this is a hot mess, I can just pretend it never happened, end the stream, and delete, right? So, okay, I am going to do a VR to Heather. She recently did a video where I think it was inspired by a booktube um, topic going around. And then, well, hi, Deanne. How are you? Blue Crescent Tarot and Inky. Oh, wow. Some people coming in. I'm surprised. Inky Sword Tarot. Hello. Nice to see you. So I'm playing around, and I'm going to be doing a VR to Heather, which is her 10 things I probably won't do as a tarot tuber. So I think she got this from BookTube and she tweaked it for TarotTube. And originally I wasn't going to do a VR because everything she says in her video pretty much applies to me. But I thought, why not? Why not just put in some semi-redundant add-ons to this? So I don't have 10, but I do have a few, and I'll have to link Heather's video. I don't know if I did that. I'll have to link Heather's video if you haven't seen it. I highly suggest you do. It's a good one. But okay, so one thing I will probably never do as a tarot tuber. I being the operative word. I am not referring to other channels, other content. Like I am. This is about me, myself, and I. So no throwing pot shots or anything like that. But one thing that I will never do is if I do say like a review, whether it be by request or a kind of review that I decide to do on my own, which is it's kind of unlikely. I'm not a person to really do formal reviews. However, if I were to just talk about a deck, review a deck per request of a deck creator, you're never going to see me like outright trash a deck. I mean, I think that there is a way to be honest and direct about the things you like about that deck and the things that you don't like about the deck. You can do that in a respectful manner, but especially if I receive a request to review a deck, someone sending me something, which has literally happened, on 3 fingers I can count when that has happened, and I have been very forthright with that creator saying that I am happy to do this, but please be aware that I am going to be honest in my review. And so if that's something that makes you feel uncomfortable, then by all means rescind your request, and I am totally fine with that. So yeah, that is not the vibe of my channel to to just, I don't know. It's not the vibe of my channel to be like, oh, I'm not like other tarot tubers. I keep it real. I tell it like it is, and I'm not going to mince my words. That's just not. That's not on for me. That's not what I'm going for. So I think there's a way to be honest without being a complete dick nozzle, and so that is not something you will see. I mean, if I'm going to be accepting a deck, it's usually because I have a feeling I'm going to like that deck. It's my cup of tea, and I think I'll get along with it. Otherwise, why would I bother to accept that deck for review? That kind of thing doesn't appeal to me. Hello there, Water Child Tarot, Sarah. So anyway, So that is one thing you will not see on my channel. Um, I'm not gonna get yeah. I just that's not the kind of content that I want to put on my channel. So what else here? Another thing that I will probably never won't do as a tarot tuber is to uh, stop editing my videos. This is obviously a different situation as it's a live. It's a shame, but most of my all of my recorded videos, pretty much, they're going to be edited in some capacity because that is just how I do. If I can edit a video down from 30 minutes down to 20, I'm going to do it. If I can clean it up so that you're not hearing just me zoning out, seeing me zone out, if you are so that I am not forcing you to hear my just. I have a tendency. I don't know if this is the right term, but I have a tendency to. I think the term is called malapropism, where in my head I think I'm saying a word, and I even hear myself saying that word, but in the when I'm going back through the video and editing, I have said a completely different word, or maybe a similar sounding word, but not at all the word I was going for, or just a completely different random ass word. I'm going to edit that shit out. It's about if we're going with Heather's metaphor about keeping things, like this is my channel, this is my house. I'm going to try to keep my house tidy. So I like to edit my videos as, it's nothing flashy if you've seen any of my videos, but Deanna is saying I'm the opposite, might start editing someday. And that's the thing. I just feel like with your videos, yeah, you're so natural. And so it's just, but for my part, sometimes it is a hot mess express inside of a dumpster fire. And that needs to be edited. That needs to be edited. So yeah, I'm likely never going to stop editing videos. And I also think, I've heard some talk that um, over editing is maybe a bit inauthentic, and I don't feel that way. I don't think it has anything to do with lack of transparency or authenticity. It's just about curating your content and cleaning your shit up. So um, you're welcome. No, you do not need to be edited. You do not need to be edited. So anyway, what else? Okay, I'm looking at my notes here. Another thing that I probably won't do as a tarot tuber is I will never be afraid to take down content for whatever reason. So whether that be that the content is old and it's just no longer relevant to my channel, I don't like it, or maybe I've gotten too personal and I no longer feel comfortable with that video being on my channel, I have no qualms about taking it down. Same thing with, say, if I were to put up a video where I have verbal vomited and inadvertently like offended people, or just represented myself in a way that I don't feel is an accurate representation of me. And, I've said something that I didn't intend to say, and it was insulting, offensive, whatever. I'm going to take that shit down. I'm going to take that shit down. So I edit mainly so it doesn't take 2 hours long yes, that too. That too. Completely agree with you. Yes, neither thing is morally superior. Completely agree. There are a bunch of channels where I love just the unedited, natural flow of things, and it's just great. And they're good at that. I just feel like they're good at those types of rambles. I do not feel like I am, and so I don't. That is why I edit. But yeah, so anyway, I have done in past where I have maybe felt like a video was too personal and I've taken it down. If I am going to verbal vomit on a video, I'm going to take it down. Um, again, my channel, my house, like if I Ralph on the floor of my house, I'm not gonna leave it there and just be like, well, I gotta be transparent to my house guests as to what has transpired here and what I've done. So I guess I'm just gonna leave this pile of repugnant shit here on the floor. Like I'm not about that. I'm going to take out the trash. I'm going to clean my house. So that is pretty much, I don't think it is a matter of, again, lacking transparency, lacking authenticity. It's about my space, my roles, and what I think is appropriate to be on my channel. So that is just my take on that. And then the final thing that I have on my list here, things that I probably won't do as a tarot tuber, is stop showing my decks. Deanna's saying, let me see. One of two times I ever edited when I talked a bunch of trash about my in-laws. I think I might have remembered that live, or maybe a playback, or maybe not. I edit out a lot of repetition. Yes, I find myself trying to make a point and circling around a topic in a rambling way. Editing tightens that up and saves everyone. Exactly. It is about being cognizant and respectful of people's time, for sure. That too. So the Ralph is there for posterity and authenticity. For sure, for real. Absolutely. But okay, so anyway, I am not going to stop showing my new decks. And, a part of this hobby, which is also a very important practice to me, and it is a hobby, is that I am forever going to be acquiring new decks, culling ones that no longer serve. My use of tarot and oracle is ever evolving and changing. My tastes are ever evolving and changing. I have been very open on my channel about feelings of deck overwhelm and my trying to purchase decks with mindfulness and all those things. So I have been on that journey. I have had those experiences, and right now I am I'm in a good place. I'm not saying I don't have my ups and downs with that, but I'm in a fairly good place. And so, decks bring me joy, and I wanna share my excitement in the new decks that I acquire. And that's what I love about TarotTube and what drew me to TarotTube in the first place, which is that I am, you know, seeing what people like, seeing the decks that they're using, and what's out there that might appeal to me. Maybe something that's kind of missing from my deck library, etc. So let's see here. Hi, Dejo. Is showing new decks a taboo? It's not a taboo. It's not a taboo. There's just kind of been discussion about the idea of people's content being all about just showing decks and playing into capitalism and overconsumption, consumerism, when tarot in fact is supposed to be a more intentional practice, and thereby consumption of tarot decks, like the purchasing of so many tarot decks is counteractive to that, which I don't prescribe to that. So there's just been that talk, and so I myself I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm not going to let that make me feel uncomfortable in like sharing my new decks and having to put all these freaking disclaimers out there about, purchase responsibly. Like, if this video isn't for you, please click off. Like, we're adults, and, we got to take care of ourselves. Right. So, oh, wow. Hello, people coming in. This is so nice. Hello, Kathy. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, Hillary, hello. Yes, I'm live. This is my first time doing this, and it is it's odd. It's very odd. Hello, Beth Espasia Rising. Hello, Shan Shining. I hope I said your name correctly. So yes, that's pretty much it for me. Let me see if I've missed any other comments here. I think there was something, maybe it was Sarah from Water Child, Tara saying something about like um, out of print decks. I think some folks feel awkward showing out of print decks, but I say bring it on. Yes, louder for the people in the back. I agree with that. And I think Heather said something very similar that, you know, we're not we're not trying to sell you any of these things. It's not with the purpose of trying to make people feel bad or feel like that, tempting them into wanting these things. It's about us showing like our joy, sharing our joy with people in the decks that we're working with, the decks that are new to us, the decks that we have been trying to, that are out of print and that we've been trying to acquire and we finally acquired it, like that's fantastic. And I always feel happy for people when they have been able to acquire their unicorn decks. I think that's amazing. So I myself don't have any problems with that. And I personally don't think other content creators should feel bad about showing out of print decks. So yeah, let's see here. I do think some people's spiritual practice is just based on browsing through their decks, and some others shame them for it. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I think everyone's practice, use of tarot, whatever you want to call it, it's so individual. And if it's not hurting anybody else, I don't see what the problem is. And so, yeah, the kind of judgment and gatekeepery stuff I'm not about at all. Hello, lad. I found you with your video about the Way Home Tarot and the Queen of Swords. Very funny. Love this. Was that me? do I have the Way Home Tarot? I don't think I have that. Well, either way, it's great to see you. I don't see, so Aspasia Rising is saying, I don't see any difference between showing your new deck to one friend at your house. This is just more people thanks to exactly. My house, you are my house guests. So, of course, I'm going to show you things that are in my house. Absolutely. Let's see. At the same time, we don't know what someone's practice is unless we hear it from them. Pinnacan. I hope I'm saying that right. Pinnacan. I just enjoy hear people talking about what they're passionate about. Exactly. Same. So it is so wild to me that people go on a free app to watch people's free content and then blame those people for tempting them. Exactly. Yeah. It's really interesting, isn't it? It's like this is free. We're doing this for free. And then we just get, oh, pine cone. It's a play on pine cone. I love that. So yeah, I agree. Hello, Green Eyed Tarot. Just be respectful and civil. And if it's not for you, you can look away. Yes. Wise words. Completely. I agree. And I don't understand why it is hard for people to click off if the content is not for them. I feel like it's a fairly easy thing to do. I don't know. When I click on a video, I have a pretty good idea from the onset what that video is going to entail for the most part. So it's really not much of a surprise. Like, and if I know where it's headed, like I don't engage. I don't feel the need to, again, verbally vomit in the comment section, which is another thing that Heather mentioned that I definitely will not. Like just as I clean out the trash in terms of my own content, I clean out the trash in my comment section for sure. So, and I don't feel bad about that. People are not going to be walking inside my house with their muddy shoes on. That's for sure. So Dijo says, I also love rants about TarotTube though. Yes, rants can be fun for sure. Absolutely. And I also think, rants can be done in such a way that it is not super offensive and, again, just a lot of verbal vomit that ends up causing just a lot of drama. You know what I mean? I think there is a way to fun rant. So, Spazzy Rising, Julie, but can we bring our baggage? Ranting is a type of passion. Yes, rants are fun, and some people are really good at them. Yes, I agree. Hello, Reese. While tarot is spiritual, I consider myself an art collector since I love all the different art I get to see in the decks. Yes, it is like owning just all of these pieces of art. And a lot of times, what's very meditative for me is that I, for a daily draw, it might be nothing more than just pulling two cards and staring at the images and just really sitting with them. And it's not about trying to glean any kind of message. It's really about me enjoying the imagery and taking a better look at the details and just having that be a way to start my day with my cup of coffee before I have to log on to work. And I think that is perfectly it's valid. It's all valid. So Green Eye Tarot says, I literally just purchased the Revival Art Tarot because I want to look at it. Exactly. And I have decks too where it's like I don't foresee myself using them a whole lot, if at all, but to keep for, say, whether it be sentimental purposes or that I just really appreciate the art and just maybe want to flip through them once in a while here or there. And I think that's great. So, yes, totally valid. Um, so let me see what else. How long have I been on for? 22 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. So just looking back through to see if there are any messages I missed, but that is pretty much it in terms of my VR. So yes, again, if you haven't seen Heather's video, please do watch it because that was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm a collector, hobbyist, spiritualist, witchy, woo, basic, all the things. Same. Yes, you are, and so am I. DJ, I do find your channel very educational and drama. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do try to keep it a fairly drama free. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes, sit back with your popcorn and that's great and all, but I do not want to be caught in the middle of drama. That is no, thank you. I don't have the energy for that, but no one has given this VR a name. It is, so Heather titled it 10 Things I Probably Won't Do as a Tarot Tuber. And she was saying how she's not great at hashtags. If somebody can come up with a hashtag, then wonderful. And I don't know if there was one that was officially chosen, but yes, if you guys can think of one, I would say pop onto her video and make some suggestions. And then if I decide I'm going to keep this up, I can put that in after the fact. Can I do that on a live? Never done this before. So yeah, I feel like things I won't do as a tarot is a bit much. And I think Heather was saying the same thing. She was saying, my inclination is just to make the whole freaking long title into a hashtag. So I guess we were thinking of my tarot tube no-nos. That's a good one. That is a good one. So yeah. All right. Well, if there are no other questions or comments, I think I will end the live. I don't want to take up anyone's Friday. So thank you all for joining me. This was a lovely surprise to see some of you here. And yeah, until the next time, much love and take care. Bye-bye.